Don't skip this. Listen to this. Listen to this. Hi guys, before you're watching whatever video, I'm just letting you know, I'm going on a trip throughout the beginning of August till the end of August. I'm going to be flying over to Regina, taking a road trip through the United States. Hopefully it'll be pretty great. I'm going to try and do a video on it. But the main point is that I don't know how the uploading is going to go. The Wi-Fi is going to be on and off throughout the trip, and some uploads might take slow as heck, some uploads might be really, really quick. I have no idea. So I'm going to try my best to stay afloat and do as many videos as I normally do, but just letting you know that if I seem to be falling really behind, just that's why. Hey, what's up guys, it's probably not maybe your favorite YouTuber here, and this is actually where I'm vacationing at the moment. It's not like where I'm vacationing the entire time. I actually just got here after spending a week at a different part of Saskatchewan, and I'm in this part of Saskatchewan. And I can just tell you right now that it's a complete myth and rumor that Saskatchewan's completely flat, because there are like hills everywhere. There's not really any good examples right here, but anyway, yeah, so you don't really care about that. But the point is that the Wi-Fi does really, really suck, so I'm just letting you know that it might, uploading, I don't know, there might be a point where I might just have to just stop uploading entirely and wait till I get back. I'm going to try and spoil as little as possible, but I was quite interested to see what they would do with the Sykorax, seeing as, you know, they only made one on-screen appearance, I'm pretty sure, and in that time, like, the only interesting thing about them was blood control, so I was starting to think, like, what other interesting things will they put into them? And then they did use blood control in this thing, so I was like, oh yeah, they can use blood control, I forgot about that. Silly me. I do like how in the classic Doctor's New Monsters thing, not only are they picking monsters that the Doctor never clearly stated that he's meeting for the first time, like the Weeping Angels, the 10th Doctor knew about them, so he supposedly met them before, and same with the Jadoon, same with the Sykorax, same with the Sontarans. He never specifically stated this the first time that he's meeting them. But not only that, but in these CDs, he actually clearly states that he's met them even before this CD. So if they wanted to go further back to an earlier Doctor and do a monster with them, then they can gladly do an adventure without having to worry about trying to find a reason for why he doesn't remember them later on. So in the CD, there's this thing about like these drugs that you can take to control your emotions and stuff like that, and there's a machine that tells you if you're experiencing anything negative and what you can take to neutralize it. There's kind of a funny point where like it even lets you know if you're unconscious, but if you're unconscious then you're not exactly going to be hearing its suggestions for medicines. So did the thing also from the Christmas Invasion of the first on-screen appearance of the Sykorax, where, did I say appearance? The first appearance of the Sykorax, where at first they were speaking gibberish and the machine had to translate for them, and then they started speaking English because of the Doctor, and they had the exact same words for fight and argue. Like, it wasn't that they both meant fight in their language or they both meant argue. It's just like fight and argue both meant the same thing to a Sykorax. So if you said fight and then argue, they would think that you're saying the same word twice. Halfway through, the Sykorax say how they have a drop of the Doctor's blood, and it was right then when I realized, oh no, they're going to use the blood control on the Doctor. But the Doctor was actually resisting it, mentally at least. He couldn't really control his body physically, but he was controlling it mentally. I got a thing on my camera saying that's too bright outside. I do like the effects on the earphones where they like make them fade from one to the next, to make the illusion that the sound's happening around you, but there was this glitch at the end where the Doctor was like pushing a box, and then it was just in one earphone, and then all of a sudden it just jumped to the next one for some reason. I don't know. Yeah, so would I recommend it? Yeah, sure. I need to keep this video extremely short. My Big Finish reviews are normally extremely short anyway, but I do need to, especially because of the trip and the uploading and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, would I recommend it? Sure, go check it out. Has the 7th Doctor in it. No main companions. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty cool hour. Still, I feel like there were better things that I could have done with that hour, but since I was on a long car ride going from one camping location to this one, then yeah, probably 1 hour well spent. So, thank you all so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like so I know that you enjoyed it. If you didn't like it, please leave a dislike so I know you did enjoy it. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to tell me why, because it feels awesome to get some motivation and encouragement. If you didn't like it, please leave a comment down below saying why you didn't like it so I can improve for next time. Otherwise, I won't be able to improve, and I'm just going to treat your dislike as if it were a like. And subscribe so that you know when my next video comes out. Thanks again so much for watching. Sorry, scratching my shoulder. And as always, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.